Alright, welcome back everyone to another video. Thank you so much for watching. Please, please, please do consider subscribing. It really does help me out a lot when you subscribe. I see all the new subscribers and I can't thank you enough. I truly appreciate it and it makes me want to make more videos, and it definitely gives me a feel as for how different videos do with the audience and do with people that subscribe. Do you like these kinds of videos? Should I make more? Should I make different kinds of videos? It truly does help, so thank you. Now let's get right into this one. This one is truly a dumpster fire. This is Alibaba, as you can see by the title and the thumbnail, and I wouldn't own this if you gave it to me for free. That's my honest and personal opinion. I just don't see how you can own, a stock like this that is just so heavily weighed by the Chinese government. They do not like anyone telling them what to do, and they like to keep all of their own companies in house as far as secrets, processes, the way things are done. So this makes a lot of sense as far as why people think that Alibaba should be a buy, but in reality, it's all behind the scenes related to the Chinese government as far as why this is not worth buying. And again, in my opinion. So analysts, they do say differently, that this is a strong buy based on 22 ratings. 20 are buys, 1 hold, 1 sell, with a 55% upside. As of right now, Alibaba, well, as of today, September 7th, 2021, Alibaba traded at 175.16 at the close. And again, that's most analysts see this going up to 272. I just don't see it. And we can see that the stock analysis, this is still rated as a 10. This is the Amazon of China. Like, this is owning Amazon for like $1,000 a share right now, which would be absolutely insane. Like, you'd say, yeah, I'd definitely buy that, but it's just, there's no Jack Ma who's going to return. He's not coming back, so he's going to be kept quiet for forever probably, because he is such a boisterous person. So I just don't see any positivity as far as it's all going to have China breathing down its neck the entire time it's ever listed in the U.S. I just don't see why it would be worth owning, holding, or trading at all. But if we do, just for fun, if we look back at the Alibaba income statement, this is what we see. We see in 2017 they went from about 23 billion in sales to almost doubling in 2018, to about 56 billion in 2019, 71, and now it hit officially in 2021 almost 110 billion in sales. So it's almost 5 times what it was 5 years ago. So that's 4 or 5 years ago. So that's pretty insane. And the fact that there is, a total income of about 23 billion, like, that's crazy too. It's got some crazy profit margins, but you just can't be too sure. You can't be too sure with it. And if we look at the balance sheet, even, we can see that they have total current assets of about 98 billion, which is about total cash about 54 billion, and total cash has risen, which is what you want to see in a good, healthy company, pretty consistently over the last 5 years. And you can also see that their total assets is about 257 billion, and their total current liabilities is about 57 billion. So total current assets over total current liabilities, they have strong working capital. They have plenty of working capital to pay off any debts that they have in the short term, as well as if you actually do see long-term debt. Yes, that is rising, but it did go down slightly over the last few years, and before rising again. And that's not too bad. That could be a lot worse as far as long-term debt. to only have about 20 billion on the books. They could definitely take care of that right now if they wanted to, which is again great to see that they're using that to their advantage. If we can look at their operating cash flow, we can see that they have made a few acquisitions here and there. Nothing big. The most was in, what is this, 2019, for about 5 billion. That's not a whole lot, and they do purchase like securities and stuff like that. So common stock repurchased. They buy back like a billion maybe here and there, every once in a while. And then they also, even though they do issue, like I said, they issue debt, they've also been paying it down consistently. So that's good too. That's what we want to see. They also, as far as I'm aware, I didn't know that they paid a dividend. Please do check me on that and see if they pay a dividend now. I didn't know that they paid a dividend. That could be a special dividend, though, it looks like, which means usually in the form of like stock for some reason. And then in the end, a portfolio of Alibaba, if you were to invest $10,000 in it, that actually only goes to when they originally IPO'd, which was October 2014. And so we can actually see that based on the annual returns, which are from January 2015, if we want to get a full picture, to August 2021, we see that your $10,000 investment is only worth about 16,000. You could find a billion other things to put your money into that would do better than 7% compound annual growth rate, which is really, for adjusted for inflation, about 5%. You could do a lot better than that. And what it goes to show is Alibaba was not any different when it came to 2018, when we had a massive, correction towards the end of the year in like November, December 2018. They ended up down 20%. And then also during COVID times, they, unlike Amazon, which grew like crazy, like Chinese Amazon, Alibaba, like they were pretty limited as far as how they could deliver, where they could deliver to and whatnot during COVID. So that obviously has a huge impact when most of their sales you're banking on to be good are in China. So that didn't do very well. And then now this year so far, obviously, as of, as it says down here, August 31st, it was down about 28% year to date so far. So it's just not worth owning. It's really not. It's not worth owning. It's not worth holding. I just don't see any reason to. It's just China is just such a powerful force that you don't want to mess with, and it's just crazy to think that you would want to own this for anything in the future. Like I said, Jack Ma, who is the founder and this awesome person, he's just being held back and kind of kept in the shadows as far as don't make any noise and don't make any waves about your company, and like no excitement, nothing like that. So China's really trying to reel in their own companies, and they definitely have a grip on Alibaba. So I would stay away from this one. That is my opinion. Please do subscribe and let me know what you think.